Nili Niwewe Mwanzo. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital H, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man, Adam called son, S-U-N. In the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, Matthew 1:23, whose name means go with us. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, N-I-G-R-I-T-I-A, which means land of the gold. Kunta, Kinte, Kitwa, Hili, Tower of Babel, first tongue of man. Peace from above. Amani Kutoko. Peace from above. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to be back. Today, Wednesday, hump day, 4th day of the week. The Book of Life. Agano. Jipya, ya, Emmanuel. Agano. Jipya, ya, Emmanuel. New Testament of Emmanuel. Matthew chapter 27. When morning came, all the chief priests and elders of the people plotted against Emmanuel to put him to death. And when they had bound him, they led him away and delivered him to Pontius Pilate, the governor. Then Judas, his betrayer, seeing that he had been condemned, was remorseful and brought back the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, saying, I have sinned by betraying innocent blood. And they said, what is that to us? You see to it. Then he threw down the pieces of silver in the temple and departed and went and hanged himself. But the chief priest took the silver pieces and said, it is not lawful to put them into the treasury because they are the price of blood. And they consulted together and bought with them the potter's field to bury strangers in. Therefore, that field has been called the field of blood to this day. Then was fulfilled what was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet, saying, and they took the 30 pieces of silver, the value of him who was priced, whom they of the children of Israel priced, and gave them for the potter's field as the gold directed me. Now Emmanuel stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, saying, are you the king of the Jews? Emmanuel said to him, it is as you say. And while he was being accused by the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing. Then Pilate said to him, do you not hear how many things they testify against you? But he answered him not one word, so that the governor marveled greatly. Now at the feast, the governor was accustomed to releasing to the multitude one prisoner whom they wished. And at that time they had a notorious prisoner named Barabbas. Therefore, when they had gathered together, Pilate said to them, whom do you want me to release to you, Barabbas or Emmanuel, who is called Teacher? For he knew that they had handed him over because of envy. While he was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent to him, saying, have nothing to do with that just man, for I have suffered many things today in a dream because of him. But the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitudes that they should ask for Barabbas and destroy Emmanuel. The governor answered and said to them, which of the two do you want me to release to you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate said to them, what then shall I do with Emmanuel, who is called Teacher? They all said to him, let him be crucified. Then the governor said, why? What evil has he done? But they cried out all the more, saying, let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could not prevail at all, but rather that a tumult was rising, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. You see to it. And all the people answered and said, his blood be on us and on our children. Wow. Then he released Barabbas to them. And when he has scourged Emmanuel, he delivered him to be crucified. Then the soldiers of the governor took Emmanuel into the praetorium and gathered the whole garrison around him. And they stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him. When they had twisted a crown of thorns, they put it on his head and a reed in his right hand. And they bowed the knee before him and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews. Then they spat on him and took the reed and struck him on the head. And when they had mocked him, they took the robe off him, put his own clothes on him, and led him away to be crucified. Now, as they came out, they found a man of Cyrene, Simon by name. Him they compelled to bear his tribulations. And when they had come to a place called Golgotha, that is to say, place of a skull, they gave him sour wine mingled with gall to drink. But when he had tasted it, he would not drink. Then they crucified him and divided his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet. They divided my garments among them, and for my clothing they cast lots. Sitting down, they kept watch over him there, and they put up over his head the accusation written against him. This is Emmanuel, the King of the Jews. This is Emmanuel, the King of the Jews. Then two robbers were crucified with him, one on the right and another on the left. And those who passed by blasphemed him, wagging their heads and saying, You who destroyed the temple and built it in 3 days, save yourself. If you are the Son of God, come down from the tree. Likewise, the chief priests also, mocking with the scribes and elders, said, He saved others, himself he cannot save. If he is the King of Israel, let him now come down from the tree, and we will believe him. He trusted in gold. Let him deliver him now, if he will have him. For he said, I am the begotten Son of God. Even the robbers who were crucified with him reviled him with the same thing. Now, from the 5th hour until the 9th hour, there was darkness over all the land. And about the 9th hour, Emmanuel cried out with a loud voice, saying, My God, why have you forsaken me? Some of those who stood there, when they heard that, said, This man is calling for gold. Immediately, one of them ran and took a sponge, filled it with sour wine, and put it on a reed and offered it to him to drink. The rest said, Let him alone. Let us see if gold will come to save him. And Emmanuel cried out again with a loud voice and yielded up his spirit. Then behold, the veil of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom, and the earth quaked, and the rocks were split, and their graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints who had fallen asleep were raised. And coming out of the graves after his resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many. So when the centurion and those with him who were guarding Emmanuel saw the earthquake and the things that had happened, they feared greatly, saying, "Truly, this was the Son of God." And many women who followed Emmanuel from Galilee ministered to him, were there looking on from afar. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James and Joses, and the mother of Zebedee's sons. Now when evening had come, there came a rich man from Arimathea, Arimathea, named Joseph, who himself had also become a disciple of Emmanuel. This man went up to Pilate and asked for the body of Emmanuel. Then Pilate commanded the body to be given to him. When Joseph had taken the body, he wrapped it in a clean linen cloth and laid it in his new tomb, which he had been hewn out of the rock. And he rolled a large stone against the door of the tomb and departed. And Mary Magdalene was there, and the other Mary sitting opposite the tomb. On the next day, which followed the day of preparation, the chief priests and Pharisees gathered together to Pilate, saying, "Sir, we remember while he was still alive how that deceiver said, 'After 3 days I will rise.' Therefore command that the tomb be made secure until the third day, lest his disciples come by night and steal him away and say to the people, 'He has risen from the dead.' So the last deception will be worse than the first." Pilate said to them, "You have a guard. Go your way. Make it as secure as you know how." So they went and made the tomb secure, sealing the stone and setting the guard. Excuse me. One more time. Do you see? Pilate, Pontius Pilate. He said, "Man, I have nothing to do with this." Because all they kept saying, they said, "Give us Barabbas." One more time. That's be the same thing in this day and age, 2024. Anybody that's truly standing up for blacks people, they ain't got time for that. Because ain't none of them standing up for blacks people. I'm looking at all these billionaires, and there's not one in the United States of America. There was not one city in every country, in every state. There should be one black city, at least one black city in every state of the United States, but there's not. Because they rather take their money and go spend $100 million on building the biggest house ever built, so they could put their name in the white man's book, so they could get the glory from the white man. They ain't thinking about God of goals. Because see, to think about him, you take man, what I would do with $1 billion? Man, please. First thing I'm starting off with making sure that there's a black city. Very first thing, there's going to be nothing but a black city, made by blacks, created by blacks, dwelled by blacks. Nobody else can be there. No one. You can come by, drive through, but you ain't no. Just like in they hood, They don't want us there. Stay over there where you at. We gonna stay over here where we at. One more time. That's what it's all about. I am my big brother Emmanuel. His job was to come and assist to elevate the children of Israel, the clan of Israel, the family of Israel, not a land, because there is no land, Israel. One more time. Lord of God did not declare a land, Israel. He declared, Jacob, you are no longer. You used to be. You are now Israel. And your 12 sons is the clan of Israel. It's the family of Israel. It's the children of Israel and their offsprings. I will give you a land for them to rest. He did not say, I will make a land named Israel. He said, I will make a people named Israel. If they choose to call the land, so be it. But the people of Israel are not. Excuse me. No. The people that calling themselves Jews in Israel, they are not. They are not. See, I am my big brother. One more time. Everything that he does, I'm able to see what he does, how he does it, because I'm directly connected to God of Goals. I understand. Did you not hear him? Did you not hear him? He said, how have you, my God, why have you forsaken me? My God, why have you forsaken me? My God, Kwango Nigdi, my God. One more time. That they try to put in here, it's not Kiswahili. He would never call on another man. No. They talking about what they try to say. Oh, let him alone. Let us see if Elijah will come to save him. One more time. But you see it's with a baby E? No. Because, one more time. No, it's with a capital E. But that's not Gold's name. Because he doesn't have a name. You don't. His begotten son, with the last thing he would be doing, would be calling him out of his name. Excuse me. Why would he be calling him out of his name? Did you not hear him when he was praying before? He said, Father, is there any way possible you can take this up off me, because I know what's about to come. But that will be done first and foremost. No matter how I feel, that will first and foremost. And that's why you hear him proclaiming himself to be who he is. Never once did he call himself the Son of God. He always called himself the Son of Man. When they say you the begotten, when he said, I am the begotten Son, he doesn't even say that, does he? He says, I'm the Son of Man. They the one keep saying, he the one say he the Son of God. He said, I'm the Son of Man. He said, I'm the King of the Jews, King of the Jews, and the Son of Man. One more time. When they say, oh, you call yourself the begotten Son of God, right? As you say. When they say begotten Son of God, yeah, as you say, yes, I am. I didn't plant myself directly. I was planted directly. I'm not on this tree because I want to be. I'm not on this tree so that I can show his power by stepping off the tree. No. The resurrection is to show his power. One more time. People, understand, the resurrection is just as it always is. It's about the power of God. One more time. The sacrifice of the begotten Son is to display the power of God, who took his Son, allowed his Son to steer into the face of death, And death could do nothing but look at him and bow their head because they could not touch him. Because they knew and they know, Emmanuel, go with us. Emmanuel, go with me. Emmanuel, Nigni, Achille, Sisi, go with us. Nigni, Achille, Mimi, go with me. One more time. I am in and of the first blood. One more time. So understand that when he said, my God, why have you forsaken me? That's for everybody to know he was mortal man. First and foremost, mortal man. Understand that. But he was doing his job. Just like he said before, no matter how I feel, thy will first and foremost. No matter how I feel, thy will first and foremost. On earth as it is written in heaven. For fulfillment of purpose. Nili, Niwewe, Mawanza. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, N-I-G-R-I-T-I-A, which means land of the gods. In the name of the true begotten son, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, Matthew 1:23, go with us, go with me. First and foremost, goal of wars, will and purpose and power. His power is the resurrection. It is not about anything but the power of gold in and of the resurrection. Peace from above. Monica talk you peace from above. The resurrection is the power of gold.